The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, dog. Watch twist.
Topper!
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Ready?
In your face. Man left.
You got 3 down.
Yeah. 5.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Mike's by 4.
I don't think you got it, son.
Check General West. Shoot.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his 1st carry. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Sam on.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And McCoy loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, wahoo! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to slink. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit! Jakeem Grant, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a carry for Sanders. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set, 8, read. You must be dreaming.
Greer on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Mike 3, Mike 3.
Combo. I got it.
1st down, Greer. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Kill.
Smooth.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 3.
Mike.
On 3rd and long, here's Greer. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a hook up downfield on second down. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jakeem Grant, 85 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals.
Like 20, quarter.
56. Watch the screen.
Hey, Haywood.
From the 31. Roethlisberger, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Grant. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Shift, shift. Shoot.
On the carry, it's Logan. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got 1 on us, and just not let it turn into more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Look at me, zipper. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56.
Hey, we got to get this stop.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Get him. Get him.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
77.
Mike 56. Mike.
Hey, high 7. Look, there's a...
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense.
Go.
Ben to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? 60 or.
Check.
Big grip.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 3.
Watch the curl.
0-0, Mike 3.
Let's put him.
Greer to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game? You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit. Jarek McKinnon. 92 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Go. Hey, Delta. Leo. Let's go get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Greer. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A 13-yard gain.
Let's go now.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Combo. I got you. Mike, 3.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Hey, exit.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 3. Combo.
Shoot.
Now a 1st down throw, Greer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
0-0, Mike 3. Ricky.
Buzz.
Mike 3. Combo.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Mike 3.
you can't block me.
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Greer now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 3.
On 1st and 10, Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Set. 10 Lobo.
You think you won't get this?
Hey!
You think you won't get this? Mike 3. Combo.
Snap.
They fake the handoff, now Greer. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Yeah. Hey, wahoo! 0-0, Mike 3.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On first down, it's Greer. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Begin. Check your hot read. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Take both of them.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run once more with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
A 48-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, now Greer, he fumbled the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Mike. Hey, Charlie.
53. Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
53.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Takk McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Set up. 60 yards. Go. Hey, Alpha. Hey, go.
Greer with one final throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say,